Before Rome, before Babylon, one empire did something no one had done before. It took the scattered cities of Mesopotamia and forced them under one ruler. In a world divided by rivalry and ambition, the Akkadian Empire became the first great experiment in ruling many peoples as one. Before Akkad rose, Mesopotamia was not a single power. It was a fractured landscape of Sumerian city-states, each competing, each fighting, each trying to dominate the others. That constant instability left the region strong in pieces but weak as a whole. And in that instability, the space opened for one leader to do what none of those cities could do alone: unite the land by force. That leader was Sargon of Akkad. He seized the moment by overthrowing Kish, defeating Lugal-Zaggesi of Uruk, and bringing the major cities beneath one rule. But this was more than conquest. Sargon did not simply take land and move on. He built a new system to hold it together, shaping power through a standing army, loyal governors, and centralized control that tied distant cities back to a single authority. That system turned Akkad into something far larger than a kingdom. Its reach stretched from the Persian Gulf toward the Mediterranean, controlling the trade routes that connected regions, goods, and influence. The Akkadian language spread with that power, and for the first time, imperial rule became more than an idea. It became a working model, something real, organized, and lasting enough to reshape the ancient world. Under successors like Naram Sin, that imperial vision reached its height. Akkad projected a stronger identity than ever before, not just as a dominant state, but as an empire with a hardened center. Rebellions were crushed, central authority grew sharper, and the ruler himself was elevated beyond ordinary kingship, pushed towards something godlike, as if the empire needed its leader to stand above humanity in order to hold everything beneath him together. But the very scale that made Akkad powerful also made it fragile. The empire stretched wide, and wide empires are difficult to hold. Internal revolts began to strain it from within. Territorial overreach weakened its edges. Outside pressure from the Gutians added another threat, and possible drought may have deepened the crisis even further. All of it struck at once, and the empire that had risen so quickly began to come apart just as fast. The Akkadian Empire became the blueprint for future empires, showing what centralized imperial power could achieve. But its collapse also revealed the cost of building something so vast, and how quickly even the first great power could fall. Which ancient empire should we break down next?